Hello boys and girls, Squee913 here, and welcome to the very first episode of Let's Play Mass Effect. Now, if you guys have been following me in the past, you might be telling yourself, well, that's a bit bass-ackward. I mean, you did Mass Effect 2 first. Yes, I know. The reason was, at the time, Mass Effect 2 was my very first Let's Play ever, and when I decided to start my first Let's Play, I had just finished this game. I mean, I had just finished it that day, and I thought going back through the entire game for a Let's Play would be a bit tedious, especially for my first Let's Play. So I did Mass Effect 2. I kind of regret the decision now, but I'm about to fix that and rectify it. This is the first game of the Mass Effect trilogy, and it is a fantastic game in its own right. I have trouble deciding if I like this one more than Mass Effect 2. Probably not. I probably like Mass Effect 2 a little bit more, but I love this game nonetheless. And I really want to, with this episode, as with every first episode of my Let's Plays, to give you a bit of description of what I intend to do. This is by no means a blind Let's Play, you may have realized by now. I have played this game many, many times. More times than I've played Mass Effect 2, actually, which is a lot. And I always play a Paragon, because I can never really stand all the Renegade options, but I'll do Renegade options here and there. I'm just not a Renegade kind of person. What else? Something you should understand about this one, as I said, I've done Mass Effect 2 already, and this is the prequel to that Mass Effect 2 run-through. In other words, the Shepard I'm going to be using here is a Shepard you will see in that game. And basically what that means is that the decisions made in this game will carry over to Mass Effect 2. My hope is that by the time I finish this game, it will lead directly into my other Let's Play. So it'll be the same Shepard, same class, same decisions. In other words, decisions that you saw the effect of in Mass Effect 2, I'll be making here. That way you can follow my Shepard, my engineer Shepard, through his full story.
Secure connection.
If that's a bit confusing, I'm sorry. But basically, let's just say that if you're starting this, watching my videos now, watch this one first before you watch Mass Effect 2, because the story will continue. If you've seen my Mass Effect 2 option already, or playthrough already, then you'll already know a lot of the decisions I'm going to make. Let's see, enter new ID, custom mail.
Please log in to access your profile.
John Shepard. But if you haven't seen it before, this will be quite a treat for you. If you have seen it before, it'll also be quite a treat for you, because I said so. Alright,
Warning, data corruption detected.
No, you don't say. People might say, well, that's crazy, data corruption, but if you've ever been in the military, you know it's not that unusual. You have to send paperwork 3 or 4 times for them to finally get something straight. Alright, this is your background, basically how you grew up and where you grew up. You have 3 choices. You have Spacer, which means both of your parents were in the Alliance military. Your childhood was spent on ships and stations as they transferred from posting to posting, never staying in one location for more than a few years. Following in your parents' footsteps, you enlisted at the age of 18. You have the Colonist. You were born and raised on Mindwar, a small border colony in the Attican Traverse. When you were 16, slavers raided Mindor, slaughtering your family and friends. You were saved by a passing Alliance patrol, and you enlisted with the military a few years later. Or finally, Earthborn. You were an orphan raised on the streets of the great metropolis covering Earth. Metropolis is covering Earth, I suppose. You escaped with your life. You escaped the life of petty crime and underworld gangs by enlisting with the Alliance military when you turned 18. Now, I'm going with Spacer, once again, for continuity reasons.
Confirm psychological profile.
Here you have 3 options as well. You have Sole Survivor. During your service, a mission you were on went horribly wrong. Trapped in an extreme survival situation, you had to overcome physical torments and psychological stresses that would have broken most people. You survived while all those around you fell, and now you alone are left to tell the tale. You have War Hero.
Confirm military special. Confirm psychological profile.
Yet. Early in your military career, you found yourself facing an overwhelming enemy force. You risked your own life to save your fellow soldiers and defeat the enemy despite impossible odds. Your bravery and heroism have earned you medals and recognition from the Alliance fleet. Or Ruthless. Throughout your military career, you've held fast to one basic rule: get the job done. You've been called cold, calculating, brutal, and somewhat not Mary Poppinish. Okay, I just added that, but still, that should be in the description, I feel. Your reputation for ruthless efficiency makes your fellow soldiers wary of you, but when failure is not an option, the military always goes to you first. That's obviously a bit of a renegade choice right there. I went with War Hero, because War Hero is the most fun. Psychological survivor, I don't like Shepard being the victim, so I go with the War Hero.
Confirm military specialization.
Alright, you got your different classes here. You have Soldier, which basically lets you use all guns and no powers. You have Engineer, which lets you use guns and tech abilities. You have Adept, which basically is the Mass Effect's version of magic. You have Infiltrator, which is what I usually play in this game. It's your cross between tech and guns. You're more the sneaky James Bondish sniper kind of guy, which is what I usually do. You have Sentinel, which is a cross between magic and tech powers, and then you have Vanguard, which is a cross between magic and just straight up firepower. Now, for this game, I'm going to be Engineer, because I'm an engineer in the other one, and it would make sense to follow Engineer's Shepard story. Oddly enough, though, I have never played Engineer in this game, so this might be new and interesting for me. Engineers are tech specialists. Using a holographic Omni tool, they can decrypt security systems, repair or modify technical equipment, disrupt enemy weapons or shields, and heal their squad. Engineers can only use light armor and can that sucks. And can only receive weapons training with pistols. Well, crap in a handbasket. See, I've never done Engineer, so I did Engineer for Mass Effect 2 because you have Jack, the combat drone, and I fell in love with that little guy. Alright, select a bonus talent, assault rifles or sniper rifles. Ooh, good question. I think I shall go with sniper rifle.
Confirm facial identification.
Change appearance, because that's not what my Shepard looks like. My Shepard looks more like... Oh, not that at all. There we go. And then the complexion is that. No scars. And then go back. Head. No, that's fine. I'm not going to mess with that junk. Always makes them look weird. Iris color. Wait, what was that? No. There we go. Got the green eyes going there. Hair. The beard, he's got kind of the 5 o'clock shadow thing going. Where is that? No. There we go. Kind of got the 5 o'clock shadow. And then hair. There we go. See, there's our boy. Right there. Look at that. Looks spot on. No, look at me. Look at me. Look, thank you. Alright. There's our Shepard.
Profile
I missed you,
reconstruction
fella.
complete.
Alright, so, his name is John Shepard, Spacer, War Hero, Engineer, Sniper Rifle, Extra Balance, Bonus Talent. Because I'm usually a sniper in this game. This should be interesting. Confirm.
Identification confirmed.
Alright, I am not going to do Insanity for this game, unlike Mass Effect 2, because unlike Mass Effect 2, where Insanity is fun and interesting and you have to strip down defenses, Insanity mode on Mass Effect 1 just equates to everyone spamming an ability called Immunity, which makes them pretty much invincible. And what that boils down to is that you will pump hundreds of rounds into someone and their life will go down 2 centimeters. Not fun, just tedious. Not hard, just tedious. Alright, auto level off, so I'm going to be playing on hardcore, where they do that less. Target assist, normal. I don't even know what this does, but whatever. Squad power usage active, subtitles, yes. Autosave, of course. And the great saga starts. Oh, I should mention also, I do have Bring Down the Sky, which was a DLC for this game. I will be playing it because it's fun. I did, however, never will get Pinnacle Station because that was retarded.
Well, what about Shepard? He's a spacer, lived aboard starships most of his life.
Military service runs in the family. Both his parents were in the Navy.
He proved himself during the Blitz. Held off enemy forces on the ground until reinforcements arrived.
He's the only reason Elysium is still standing.
We can't question his courage.
Humanity needs a hero. And Shepard's the best we've got.
I'll make the call.
Well, we had another candidate, but he was into cross-dressing, so we kind of downplayed him. In the year 2148, explorers on Mars discovered the remains of an ancient spacefaring civilization. In the decades that followed, the mysterious artifact revealed startling new technologies, enabling travel to the furthest stars. The basis for this incredible technology was a force that controlled the very fabric of space-time. They called it Mass Effect. Yeah, I know, I didn't get to read all of that. But basically, they found this new technology and called it Mass Effect.
The Arcturus Prime relay is in range. Initiating transmission sequence.
Commander?
We are connected.
I get so excited.
Calculating transit mass and destination. The relay is hot, acquiring approach vector. All stations secure for transit.
Out of the way, bucko.
Board is green. Approach run has begun. Hitting the relay in 3, 2, 1. Thrusters, check. Navigation, check. Internal emission sync engaged. All systems online. Drift, just under 1500K.
1500 is good. Your captain will be pleased.
I hate that guy.
Nihilus gave you a compliment. So you hate him.
You remember to zip up your jumpsuit on the way out of the bathroom? That's good. I just jumped us halfway across the galaxy and hit a target the size of a pinhead. So that's incredible. Besides, Spectres are trouble. I don't like having them on board. Call me paranoid.
You're paranoid. The Council helped fund this project. They have a right to send someone to keep an eye on their investment.
Yeah, that is the official story. But only an idiot believes the official story.
Hey, I believe the official story. Aww.
They don't send Spectres on shakedown runs.
So there's more going on here than the captain's letting on.
Joker, status report.
Just cleared the mass relay, Captain. Stealth systems engaged. Everything looks solid.
Good. Find a comm buoy and link us into the network. I want mission reports relayed back to Alliance brass before we reach Eden Prime.
Aye, aye, Captain. Better brace yourself, sir. I think Nihilus is headed your way.
He's already here, Lieutenant. Tell Commander Shepard to meet me in the comm room for a debriefing.
You get that, Commander?
He sounds angry. Something must have gone wrong with the mission.
Captain always sounds like that when he's talking to me.
Can't possibly imagine why.
Alright. Let's go. Let's go ahead and get through this first mission.
These Spectres are always on a mission.
And we're getting dragged, right along with him.
Relax, Presley. You're gonna give yourself an ulcer.
Congratulations, Commander. Looks like we had a smooth run. You heading down to see the captain?
Sounds like you don't trust our Turian guest.
Sorry, Commander. Just having a chat with Adams down at engineering. I didn't mean to cause any trouble. But you have to admit, something's odd about this mission. The whole crew feels it.
You think the Alliance brass is holding out on us?
If all we're supposed to do is test out the stealth system, why is Captain Anderson in charge? And then there's Nihilus. Spectres are elite operatives, top covert agents. Why send a Spectre, a Turian Spectre, on a shakedown run?